Esports of the Philippines. Best of 5. Let's go. Japan says they're ready. NXP says ready. We start in 5 seconds. And again, this is another finals for one of the greatest games there is. The bags would be Lee Sin, Akali, Alistar, and Lulu. Start now. Here we go. Given the signal to start now, as the button is actually on Atilio's side. And I would like to send the biggest shoutouts to all of the Wildrift fans out there. From the Philippines, from Japan, across the world. Because we'll be seeing a shout just like never before. In English. There we go. Let's bring in the hype. Let's go. We're waiting up for the start of the game. You can now start. Atilio. Let me just remove the music. I think we got the background music for the game already. And the start button is actually on Atilio and not on me. But again, I would like to send a big shouts to all of our viewers out there who's watching right now. Again, guys, I'm so pumped up for this one because we are seeing another finals in Wildrift. Again, brought to you by 16-Bit Esports. To those who are curious, what is 16-Bit Esports? 16-Bit Esports is actually an international team brand. And I think they are mainly operating on Japan right now for the Asian operations. And they've been doing Wildrift. They're going to be doing this Wildrift tournament. I think this is one of their very first Wildrift tournament. It's called the 16-Bit Wars. What happened to Atilio? Please press start. Brother Atilio, please press start. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the draft raining in. So without further ado, this is going to be blue side for Gluck Gaming versus Nexplay Esports on the red. Now let me just fix the running overlays here so that you have better experience once we are into the game. But again, Gluck Gaming is the one from Korea. It's the team from Korea. And this is actually the 16-Bit Esports team. This is actually the 16-Bit Esports team that faced Nexplay Esports during the time that their name was Wildrift. During the time that they were Wildrift, this is one of that is one of the first international tournament for Wildrift. It's called the Trovo Invitationals, and these two teams have faced each other. It actually rose headlines across the Philippine community, especially with Nexplay playing against a Korean team. And we know how Korean teams are. They're great. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On the first pick, it would be of an Ola for the side of Gluck Gaming, whereas we have a Misfortune plus the Brom on the side here of Nexplay Esports pick. Running draft would also be of a Kaisa plus the Oriana. And very interesting, we've been seeing Nexplay facing against Slash Moon's Misfortune. But this time, it's gonna be Uzi who will be holding on to that Misfortune. The thing here is that Uzi has a very nice range when it comes to the available picks for the ADC position. You have to remember that actually Uzi can also play an effective Jhin, can also play an effective Kaisa. And we even have the Misfortune right now in his hands. Chile is played out of his mind with and Aurelion Searle earlier, and this time it's not gonna be an Akali. Akali got banned, and it would be Akali. It would be a Camille for the hands here of Zaymich, because Zaymich and Chule is playing on this one, who is not here. It is Arisen. Arisen is not playing. Joshi here. Lee Sin got banned. And that's why it would be a default towards the Vi. It seems that NXP wants to secure a very early game lead here against Gluck Gaming. Gluck Gaming has Chicken on that Wukong also. We also have the Oriana, and Jana will be supported on by the Kaisa. And here I am again, hating on that Jana. I think you've heard this from me. You've heard of this from me already, that the Jana has a relatively low win rate in terms of competitive. But let's see, there is a timer, there's a limit on the Jana, but for the mid game, this lady shines the most. Let's go for the overlays, ladies and gentlemen. And since I presented them already to you during the loading screen, I won't present them to you anymore. Let me just grab some of my coffee, but I'm gonna be leaving you with the rotations coming in from the Brom, from Disaster, because my first expectation is that the first blood will be casted on by Disaster. Let me just grab my coffee. And yeah, very good guess. I haven't even spectated it, I haven't even shotcasted it, but we know that see my predictions. Rookie numbers. If you look into the draft, knowing the teams, you just put your camera on the, first minute of the game. You just put your camera on the support, on the Brom. Because you know that this guy will always deliver first blow against the enemy team. This Brom champion is really so effective if played to its full potential on the early levels. Easy predict? I don't even need to actually look at my screen to know that the Brom will trigger the first. Well, I didn't expect the Brom to get the first kills, but I didn't expect the Brom to be involved on the I didn't expect the Brom to get 2-0, but I did expect the Brom to be involved on the first invasion, because that's what this composition calls for. So yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Again, welcome back into this game. We are on to the 2-minute 21 and the dive still continues coming in from NXP. This is El Clasico at 2:20. You put it on la list, write it down, because NXP will always go for a dive under the turret, or rather for a push heavy onto the Baron lane. But it's very wise coming in from Gluck Gaming. They will answer, of course, with a protection of the shield coming in from the Janna as NXP tries to push forward. But look at this, of course, with that early lead also, the all-up was forced out of the lane, and now will be returning here, and you can actually see Zemich also shoving it. So this is not anymore a time for push. This is gonna be a time for landing your ultimates. It's now available. It casted on 255. Here comes Zemich. Next ultimatum. Why are they throwing their ultimates? Because the next team fight, the next massive team fight will be on that Drake. And if you use your ultimate around the 3-minute mark, guys, if you use the ultimate around the 3-minute mark, it will be just in time for the Drake fight. So for example, this is 72 seconds. Around 4:30, the ultimate of Zemich will be available. Also, the ultimate of the Vi will be available around 4:30 or 4:20, which is just, 30 seconds right after the first Drake spawn. So, what NXP needs to do is just to arrive into this fight. Very wise rotations, you can easily write it down. Okay? You can easily write it down. Anyway, guys, let me just monitor. Let me know if my audio on the stream chat is okay or not. I think it's okay. I think we are live properly. There we go. Just checking my monitor. Sorry. My caption is wrong? Caption on the... Caption is correct, right? Sengoku. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Korea. Alright, I will correct the caption. Sorry. Let's correct that. I apologize for that. One of the breaks out here. Multiple shockwave comes in from the side of Gluck. Game is Korea. And Korea, if you win on the back row, we will fight you on the micro. And they're wiping out NXP. But extra ultimatum and also the adaptive defenses of Zemich. Base dividends for them. So the overall trade goes for a 3 for 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the caption. Sorry, it's not Sengoku Gaming. This was my expectation, but it's Gluck Gaming. Gluck Gaming of Korean flag emoji. Let me just correct the caption, okay? Apologize. What is Korean flag? There we go. Okay, I've corrected it. Let me just fix it onto another side. Wait, another champion got slain here down at the top lane side. You have Vivi also gonna clap up with the members here of NXP. And this time it's not just gonna be a champion. They're gonna go for the third. It's here. 6-minute mark. No, hold the thought. 5:30, ladies and gentlemen. NXP still leads this. They have the numbers advantage because they know. Nice star search there by Chuli. But of course, it's gonna be bypassing his off on the angle of that Comet of Legend. And of course, you are left with Rattle here going for the split. So actually, one of the most interesting matchup I wanna see is Rattle. And I will farewell against the members here of NXP. Let me just check on my page if I can correct the caption also on my page. Apologize for the caption, guys. Alright, I will correct the caption. I think I can correct the caption. Alright, I think I cannot correct the caption anymore. But there we go. It's gonna be a Rip Herald easily done here for the members of team. Team. What is this? I just put a pin comment, okay? So we can correct the caption. Wait, guys. I think I can correct this. Rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. If you look into the drop, knowing the teams, there you go. I can correct the caption. They're already claps on towards Squire. And NXP still clean up with 4 members already. VB here in a very difficult situation right now. They're going for a push right here. Chicken is also to the front line. Let's look at Uzis here. There you go, there you go. I've corrected the caption, I apologize, I really apologize for that. But again, we can now focus onto the shoutcast, ladies and gentlemen, right? I think we can now focus on the shoutcast. Thank you for those who have corrected the caption. Thank you so much. That means a lot, those little helps. Anyway, let's go. 4-11 for the running game. 4K on the gold lead here by NXP. And they're still not stopping. Tom down at the bottom, and that's going to be the Jana going down. Here comes the Vibe as well. And BB will not be receiving the Star Search. Teleport is coming in as well from the side of NXP. Bullet time for the entrance on that part. He did flash in also with the Voice of Light onto the back end. It would be of Rattle. He wants to clean up NXP. Only 3 members are remaining for the side of NXP. Ragnarok is only casted already. And BB also iced to misfortune. And if you think NXP has the lead, then think twice, because you can actually see how nice the lead here established also by Gluck Gaming. It's a massive team fight that they have won, and they turn things around as they deleted 5 members of NXP. Guys, this is game number 1 of this best of 5. FB is using this new idea of you switch between accounts for controls. But I think it's totally okay. It's totally fine. I think we have the caption already corrected. There you go. And now I have my coffee. Alright, Joshi here, getting embraced by Rattle. Rattle needs to be careful. Zami to miss his hook shot, and Rattle doesn't stop. He's rattling through the ranks of NXP here. But of course, it will be close. Disaster is also there, along with Uze. And of course, this blue side jungle is trying to be covered here by NXP, because right now, we are into the little break phase of the game. And that will be the timer between the 8-minute to 9-minute mark, going towards the 10-minute mark. That is the Baron. Normally at the 10-minute mark, still too early to take the Baron. Vault Breaker into the Assaulted Battery. But of course, that Oriana wouldn't receive also the Glacial Fissure. Members of NXP didn't respect the Shockwave, but of course, they didn't respect as well that bullet time. So, members of Gluck Gaming needs to fall back from the zone, not being done by Uze. If we look at the tail of the tape, ladies and gentlemen, right now, things are looking pretty even, especially with kill distribution for the side here of NXP. It's 2-2-2 for that Vi. And you can see someone snowballing clearly on the side of Gluck Gaming here. It's 4-2-4 on the Kaisa. Rattle is also getting his fair share of lead at 3-5-2 though, but at 5 that of course gives some shutdown kills and some bonus goals for the side here of NXP. So, if there's one ray of hope, and clearly ray dragon of hope for the side of NXP, that would be of Chule. Chule now is pretty much snowballed, has the Infinity Orb available, NLR is also available for him, and a Leandris as well. Baron for NXP. And of course, there's a good read here by the side of Gluck Gaming. This is going to be very, very dangerous. They spotted up Disaster. They've spotted at NXP. Started on the Baron. Shockwave missed its mark right in front of the Baron. Of course, you see members of Gluck Gaming. They need to trade this. They're going to be rushing the mid lane turret right after the Baron has been taken by NXP. This should be easy work for them. They have enough and high damage. Star Surge is arriving, but it won't be enough. They need to get the angle here on the right side, on the blue side of the jungle. Vault Breaker. And this Zana will say goodbye. Now another bullet time on top of the illusion. And again, classic combo. Bullet time, flash in, Voice of Light. They go in with Cyclone greeted by the Gluck Gaming, but no Guardian Angel will save this monkey. Ikatian Rain casted by BB. He tries to kite back. Here comes Rattle. Ragnarok won't be casted yet. Teleport is also coming in from Sasageo. And let's see here, Chole once again jumped by BB, and also the backup by Core. They need to get a flash out. No, they need to get a kill. And of course, Chole did for the flash out. Disaster with Unbreakable, and Rattle gets left alone, but he will win. against Zaymich. And Gluck Gaming once again takes the wipe against NXP. 15-14. The lead is offset. Now 2K in favor of the Korean stack. Oh my god. Man, alam what's happening right now. Sorry earlier for the camera work. Again, I apologize. So I was updating the caption. That's why I missed some very crucial early game fights. But we are now active into the game, and we're seeing members here of Team Gluck Gaming really getting back into the game, especially now that when I say 3-5-2 on the side of the Olaf now sits at 7-5-2. That's a lot of kills given for this, for the main front guy of Team Gluck Gaming. And they need to be careful. NXP that is, because really even the Brom cannot face the Olaf. I just realized no direct counter against the Olaf. There are no direct counter against the Olaf. No Garen, no Jarva. Zaymich, bye-bye. That's it. That's it. It's gonna be very risky. They're starting on the Infernal. The NXP could run the risk of getting wiped out here. Disaster needs to sacrifice himself. And of course, you see Joshi. He is running for his life, but the count is being completed by Rattle. Rattle has some other plans. He will go for the push. Recall being done by Chule here. Very nice side. Disaster is gonna be deleted here. And Joshi goes for the punch. Bolt breaker in. He starts search for the backup. And assault and battering. Let's see here. Lots of damage being delivered towards Joshi. He will go for the stasis under the reckless swing. And Chule in a very bad spot. Of course, this is already gone for Chule. He went for the Voice of Light. They did try to cut here with that bullet time. Good thing that the ball is not there to land that shockwave onto him. But the Chule is that this might be a very dangerous spot for the side of NXP, because they will lose not the mid lane, but they might lose the bottom lane. Inhibitor Chariot. BB continues for the kite. One last auto attack. I apologize. It's the mid lane that is gonna be they will take. I thought there is enough wave clear for the side of NXP, but here's a problem. BB is just kiting forward. He knows that no one can close the gap between him and NXP. 18-14, ladies and gentlemen, at nakahanap ng katapat ang NXP. 8,000, make that 9,000 on the goal lead for the NXP squad. Can Gluck Gaming really ride on this lead? If I'm NXP, of course I would really need to watch out for every attention that is given towards the Olaf. It's a very wise tactic to go for the Baron earlier. That was a very nice rush, but the trade down at the bottom is so risky. 7,000 now on the goal lead, and the Koreans are back at it with the game. Oh my glove. Okay. Let's see here. I keep on belittling the Janna, but again, if they stall this out, I do believe that Miss Fortune still has really nice scaling on the late game. But the problem is the assassination potential available for the Kaisa, and they need to be careful that Void Seeker is also there. Disaster is spotted up by the ball on the brush closest to the Baron. We have Chicken also hovering into the top lane side, and the problem here is the 4-1 config is initiated on. They did spot out Rata, and they started to initiate. NXP with the timing, masterful initiated, masterful decision making. BB cannot close in. There goes Chicken. Where is the killer instinct? He won't use that. BB continues for the kite. Jussie goes for the chase. He still have the stasis on, and Rattle is still continuing to commit for the push. NXP deletes 2 already, and now after 2, will they go for the base race? Someone needs to recall. That's gonna be Rattle pushing in. 6 seconds on the clock. GL Tong and also BB, they need to punish that. Zaymich is also going for the teleport. They did well, and of course Uzi goes for the chase. He did get the knockup coming in from the tornado of the Janna, and this time it's up to find Rattle. Can they find Rattle? Because Luffy haven't found it yet, and that's it. Rattle will go back and will be able to play the blasting cone. So members of NXP will just focus on the Baron. Man, the timing of NXP. They have an idea that Rattle will be going down at the bottom lane. Teleports are coming in for the side here of Team Gluck Gaming. They know that NXP would be forced to fall back. And again, overall for that trade, even though there are kills handed over towards NXP, the split push mechanic is effective for the side of Gluck Gaming. If this is Omega that they are fighting, lista mo na. tapos na to. But, let us see here. There is gonna be the Hextech Ultimatum down under BB. Very dangerous spot by BB on actually dueling up against the Camille. There is no chance. Rather, Rattle has to save BB. BB was able to fight back. He was able to survive. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Disaster too late for the party. It's a total disaster as the multiple knocks being done towards his Unbreakable. And with this base being open, with minion waves available as well, this Noxus will be focused on by members of Gluck Gaming. And game number 1 goes to Korea. The micro on Korea, my friends, Vivi